Hi, all my smell good friends. I hope everyone's having a great day. So what I have going on here today is my first sniffs of the new Harvest Collection bars that Scentsy will be releasing on September 1st. The Harvest Collection usually comes every year, and with it comes some exciting stuff, including usually, well, the last few years they have a 5-bar pack of new fragrances, and I have them here. It took them a while to get to me. I ordered them the first day of August, and yeah, I just got them. They took a couple of weeks to ship. It was kind of ridiculous. I mean, they call this early access for the consultants. I don't call it early access if you wait 2 weeks to ship them. I mean, what is that? Technically, I guess we're still early because they haven't released yet, but I was watching other consultant videos, and I was just watching April Lee's thoughts on the bars. And she was saying that they took forever to get to her. And trust me, April, you're not the only one. They took forever to get to me too. But yeah, she was saying the same thing. She was seeing other consultants put up their videos. They had the bars, but I don't know what took so long for ours to come, but they did. I'm also still waiting. In fact, let me see if they ship. I'm also still waiting for the 10 new bars to come, which I wasn't going to order, but I had someone ask me for some samples, so I went ahead and ordered them because I was thinking I probably wasn't going to like at least half of them, but I did also pick up the testers, which is all that I was planning to get myself. But let me take a look at this and see if they've shipped yet, because I can only imagine how long they're going to take. Yeah, they haven't shipped yet. So again, early access my ass, right? Anyway, who knows when I'll get those? Probably September 1st when everybody else has access. So that's fine. Zombie Punch I also threw in that order. Zombie Punch is a bar that they're bringing to the Harvest Collection that I believe was available as a subscriber, a club subscriber exclusive in pods, if I remember correctly. Sometime last year, I think it was. Scentsy started this thing where there were certain products, and they're still doing it. There's certain products that they will release that are only available for club subscribers to purchase. It's kind of a weird thing because you can't throw them into your club. You have to make a separate order. So, like, whatever, right? And then also, a lot of it is like older products. I mean, in that case, it was a new thing, but a lot of it is like older products. So, you know, it's like old stash that Scentsy has. And I'm not like talking about like old bars and stuff. I'm talking about like Scentsy soaks and maybe certain pod diffusers and things like that, warmers. And they're charging full price for them. And I'm just like, I'm not really here for it. I don't think I've purchased anything from the club subscriber exclusive section because it ain't doing me no fun. It really isn't. But the Harvest Collection, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the 5 bars here, give you my first impression sniffs, and if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. I keep looking down because I have my iPad in front of me. I have the brightness turned down a little, so hopefully you're not seeing a bright, shiny glow on my face, but that's why I keep looking down. I just wanted to go over a little bit what's going to be part of the Harvest Collection. It's not that different from Harvest Collection's past. As I said, you have the 5-bar collection here, which I'm going to go over. There's going to be some fragrance flowers. There's going to be some pods. There's a really cool looking new Bone and Blossom, it's called. Bone and Blossom oil diffuser. Let me show you here. In fact, I will post a link in my description below that will take you to the products so you can kind of have a sneak peek at those. That's kind of how Scentsy did it this time. But is that not cool? I don't have an oil diffuser, but that thing almost makes me want to get one. It's kind of giving me like a Yankee accessory vibe because, you know, Yankee Candle did the skulls as part of their Halloween thing for years. The Boo Crew warmer is coming back. So if you were a fan of the Boo Crew warmer, they're bringing it back. So there's that. There's going to be a pillow. There's going to be some new warmers. Let's see. They're bringing back a few warmers that they already had. This was a scent of the month warmer at some point last year. So they're bringing the Color Me Pumpkin warmer back. They have this universal warmer that's coming that I I'm a huge fan of the Universal Monsters. Huge fan. And if it wasn't for the fact that this doesn't really light up, not well, it doesn't, I would totally get it. But yeah, it's kind of dark in the dark. I'm like, eh. Nightmare Before Christmas bar is coming back along with some Nightmare Before Christmas products. There's some other returning warmers that are coming back, some that I already have. There'll be some scent circles. Yeah, there's some really neat looking warmers. A new oil pack, 3-pack oil collection. There's going to be some buddy clips, Scentsy buddy. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this warmer right here. The Midnight Grove warmer. How beautiful is that? That's kind of the pumpkin this year. They are bringing back, speaking of oil diffusers, they are bringing back that shade as well as the diffuser itself, the haunted house that they had last year. Yeah, some repeat warmers. They're bringing back that pumpkin face, what do you call it, tabletop fan diffuser. They're bringing that back. They're calling them the Scentsy Air now, but that's what it is. They're releasing cleaning products in the scent Sparkling Spice Citrus. So if you remember that scent from last year, that's coming to the catalog this year. I really like it. It's a great orange scent. Great holiday orange scent. We've got a cute deer warmer. They're bringing back the Tangled Web warmer. And they're bringing back a bundle. It looks like Scentsy Soak and body cream and body wash in the scent Zombie Punch. So like I said, I have that bar on its way. So we'll talk about that scent in a future video. But yeah, there's quite a few things coming to the Harvest Collection. Quite a few return things and then some new stuff. And this will all be available on September 1st. And again, like I said, I will post a link in my description below. Maybe I'll pin it as well, so you can go to my website and take a peek at what's coming September 1st. Super exciting. Okay, so the 5 bars come with this little pumpkin-shaped bag. I didn't open it up because I didn't want to get it all dirty or anything. I don't tend to use these, but they're great if you're going to give the set as a gift because they all fit in here. It's a little small bag. It says that it's 6x6 by 4x5. It is made of felt, and it is kind of shaped like a pumpkin. So super cute. You can just take it out of the bag, open it up, and throw your bars in it if you want to give it as a gift. All right, I'm going to pull up the set online. So I have the scent notes here. Again, I think I've mentioned this like 10 times already. There are 5 bars. Every one of them is a new scent. As far as I know, I believe they're all new. I haven't heard of them before. So yeah, we'll start with Apple Harvest Dreams. I am so going to miss this cute packaging. Scentsy is going to redo their packaging at some point. And we're going to get scent notes. So that's really nice. But the packaging is going to go quite bland. I think they're just trying to modernize everything. But I'm a sucker for cutesy packaging. So I'm kind of going to miss that. Apple Harvest Dreams. That's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful dark green wax. Love the color of that. So this is described by Scentsy as a fantasy of forest apple nestled among falling leaves and autumn spice. Oh, the apple note is strong. Oh, that's pretty. I really like this. I like it a little better on top. I get the spice on the bottom. Always take your bars out because you'd be surprised how different they can smell from top to bottom. Sometimes the oils just kind of settle to the bottom. You know, the bars are sitting like this. This is lovely. This is like a woodsy, not woodsy, but earthy apple scent with a little bit of spice. I would not be too scared of that spice. It's not overly spicy. Just a little bit of spice. I would venture to say it's something like cinnamon. Doesn't really come across to my nose like as a strong clove or anything like that. If it is a clove, it's a subtle clove. You really do get that leaves note though. It's a really nice leaves note. Like not like your Bath and Body Works leaves, which I personally think is a little bit harsh to my nose. It's a really nice, earthy, falling leaf scent. Kind of crunchy. But that apple, you guys, that apple is something nice. A little bit woodsy, even though I said, no, I don't mean woodsy. It is a little bit woodsy. But again, in a great way. This is quintessential fall. This is a great apple scent. Wow. Apple Harvest Dreams. I look very forward to warming that. It smells quite strong on cold. I hope that's the case with all the bars. But on cold, Who knows what it'll do when it warms, but on cold, it smells quite strong. Next bar I have is Cider and Crimson Berries. Again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wax. Super dark red. So Scentsy describes this as pomegranate and ripe strawberry mulled with clove and tonka bean. I will say right off the bat, I'm not always a pomegranate girl, but these notes sound quite lovely. So yeah, let's get our nose on it. Oh, it's nice and strong again. This is nice. This is really nice. Okay, we're 2 for 2 so far. I do get the pomegranate, but it's really nice. It is coming across as like a mulled spice scent, which I think is just like the perfect kind of spice, because I don't think it's like too much spicy. It's just like that mulled cider kind of note. Almost like a juice here. There is a berry note. I couldn't say for sure it's strawberry. They're telling me it's strawberry. There's definitely a berry note. It almost comes across to me as a little bit of a darker berry, but they're saying strawberry. The clove gives it a gentle spice. This is not too much clove. This is not clove oil. I am not a fan of a hefty clove. I like a little bit of clove, especially with a little bit of pumpkin, or like in this case, pomegranate. I like that. I like a little bit of spice to my scent. But if it's overbearing clove, nah, no. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah. This is kind of in the vein of like your Wrapped in Lights from last year, which is coming back to the kettle. I don't think it's quite as mulled spice as Wrapped in Lights, or like cidery or fruity as Wrapped in Lights, but it's like in that vein. That's really nice. Cider and Crimson Berries. I got a feeling my club is going to be in some more trouble, as if it isn't already. Moonlight Whisper. Again, beautiful, beautiful, like a dark plum wax. Vanilla bean and sweet bourbon weave softly through a dark forest of white oak. Not sure how I'm going to feel about the bourbon. I'm not really a boozy girl. Oak, I can give or take depending on how it's mixed. It is mixed in with vanilla. So maybe that bourbon being mixed in with vanilla and with that oak, if it's vanilla heavy enough, I might enjoy this. Let's see. So this one is lighter than the other two. Yep, this one's definitely lighter. I do get a little bit of that bourbon note. It is sweet. I do get a little bit of the oak. None of the scents are really overbearing. I feel like this is very well blended between the vanilla, the bourbon, and the oak note. I get that woodsy oak. It doesn't come across like anything that like has pine needle, not pine needles, but fir needles or anything like that. But this one's quite a bit lighter than those two. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Not boozy. I would not say this is boozy at all, so I would not be scared of that. Love the packaging on this. There's like trees and there's like a moon with craters. Very pretty. I'm hoping this gets stronger. I don't know if I'll warm that right away. I may give that time to sit just a tad bit and see how it does. This is like a very pretty, earthy, sweet, a little bit creamy kind of scent. Very pretty. Pumpkin Honey Spice. Love the packaging on this. Kind of gives me the pumpkin vibes. Kind of pumpkin squash with that coloring, but that's probably where that honey color is coming from. So this is vanilla honey poured over rich pumpkin and a pinch of cinnamon spice. Even though I don't tend to be much of a honey fan, I'm kind of excited to smell this, because just that mixture of scents just sounds so good to me. I do love me a pumpkin mixed in with a little bit of vanilla honey. I'm thinking that's going to bring a sweetness to this. And then that pinch of cinnamon spice is going to bring it back over a little bit to the spicy side. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Oh, there's a note that kind of hit me. Okay, so right off the bat, I like how the bottom smells a little bit better, but there's a note. There's like a note that comes up after I smell the goodness. Yeah, like when I first smell it, I'm like, oh, there's something good there. But the longer I sit and smell it, there's this different note here. I don't know what it is. What is it? Is it the honey? No, because it has, when you first smell it, it's like a really nice, You get pumpkin. It's like a little bit of a fleshy pumpkin, but in a good way. Like, it's not overly squashy, so don't be scared of that. You get that vanilla honey, and it comes across as like a sweet note, and it's very lovely. It really intermingles with that pumpkin well. I don't know that I get the cinnamon spice. Yeah, I think they really mean hint, because I'm not really getting cinnamon spice. But there's a note here. There's a note. It's strange to me. It's kind of almost gingery. What am I smelling? I don't know. I have a feeling when this warms, whatever that sharp note I'm getting is, I think it's going to mellow out. But there's no way to tell for sure until I put it in the warmers. But otherwise, I like it. There's just something. There's something in the background there. It doesn't hit me right away. But then, you know, I smell it for a little bit and I pick it up. I'm not sure what it is. But I do get vanilla honey. I get pumpkin. And if there's any cinnamon spice there, it's very, 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 very small. Last bar, Spice Pecan Creme. Super excited about this bar. Like a rust color orange. This is sweet cream butter whipped with ground allspice and a walnut topping. There's quite a bit of spice going on in these scents, huh? Yeah. So, if you're not a spice lover, this may not be the set for you. But yeah, quite a few of them have spice. Let's see what we get. I like the idea of that walnut topping. Okay, I really do. And it says walnut, but to me, it smells more pecan. It says pecan in the name. Why does it say walnut topping? It's giving me kind of a pecan praline vibe. Even though spice is mentioned in all of these, I wouldn't say it's a spicy scent. Like, the spices are there, but they're very mellow. They're very warm. It's not like your, whoo, this is straight up overly spicy. None of these. I do get like a sweet, creamy butter scent, but not like your overly melted butter. I don't like scents like that. I'm not getting that from this. This is giving me more of a praline vibe than anything, with a little bit of that allspice. And it's very grounded. That allspice is very grounded. It's just, it's mellowed, it's tempered. I wouldn't be scared of it. But then again, if you detest spice altogether, like I said, this set may not be for you. The spice is in these bars. I just don't think it's overwhelmingly spice. I'm liking this one. This one's coming across as gourmand. Not just happy about that, that's for sure. Spice Pecan Creme. Okay, guys, so like I said, these bars will become available on September 1st. Again, I will post a link in my description below. You can check out the bar page. You can check out the other items coming to the Harvest Collection. I think that this is kind of a nice set. It brings me all the fall vibes. I'm pretty happy with it. You've got a little bit of fruity mix with the apple. You've got fruity with the pomegranate and strawberry. You've got that earthy, pretty kind of vibe with that Moonlight Whisper. You got the gourmand going on with the pumpkin honey spice and the spice pecan creme. I think it's kind of a well-rounded scent. Again, I think you kind of have to like spices a little bit to like it, but that kind of brings me all the fall vibes. And again, I don't think the spice is overwhelmingly spiced. So I personally think this set is kind of nice. I'm kind of really liking it. I got a feeling my club is going to be in trouble. So we shall see. But yeah, I'll get started warming these and let you know what my warm reviews are as soon as I can. So let me know in the comments below what bar you are looking the most forward to getting your nose on. And what do you think this collection scent might mean for you? Do you think you'll like it? Do you think you may dislike it? Do you think your club's in trouble? Do you think your club can breathe a sigh of relief? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content today, I hope you will give me a thumbs up, a like, and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here where I talk about all things home fragrance, including Scentsy content. I am a Scentsy fragrance consultant. You can find my Scentsy link in my description box as well, and it's always posted in the description box to my channel. Feel free to shop with me anytime, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to answer them for you, or at least try to. And if you ever need to email me, you can do that as well. And my email is listed in my description box to my channel. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.